our channel, and it's time for us to start our Cyclops. I've been anxious to start this kit. We've got a couple things out the way, and now we're going to start the big guy here. I'm not going to do a kit review because Ken over at Ken's Scale Models, used to be Show Rod Garage. Ken's already done a kit review of the Cyclops, and there's no sense of doing it again. If you want to see all the pieces, parts on the trees, and just head over to Ken's channel and take a look at his kit review on the X Plus Cyclops. He did a good job, so head on over there and take a look. So we're going to start this. The instructions are like the old Aurora style, and it starts with the figure, and then the props, and then the base. So I think it'll be fun, and we'll start working on, looks like the head is the first thing to work on, so we'll start working on that. That should be pretty fun to do. We've got everything opened up, ready to go here. I do want to mention real quick a new channel that I ran across. I believe she's a figure painter. Right now she's working on a Black Hearts bust of Scotty from Star Trek. But she just put her first video up today. She's a brand new channel, and she does awesome work. Hopefully I can pick up some pointers from her. But her channel name is Anya's Workshop, A-N-N-Y-A-S, Anya's Workshop. And head on over there, say hi to her, subscribe to her. As I said, she only has one video up. She's brand new. She's testing the waters for her channel on YouTube, and I think she's definitely going to be putting out some quality work. As I said, I know I'm going to watch her channel just to get some pointers on how to figure paint, because I'm still learning. I still have a lot to learn, actually. But yeah, this is going to be fun. I need to do some research on the big guy here as far as color. Based on what I remember just off the top of my head, he's kind of a pottery color, kind of skin tone there. Like a terracotta kind of color, or brownish, reddish kind of skin tone there. So we'll have to figure out his coloring and get some, we'll probably do it in craft acrylics, I guess. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun, and we're going to start on the big guy here and get the cracking on him. Alright, we got the head put together, which is step number 1 and 2. And yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. We'll have a little bit of seam work to do. Not too bad. Got a little seam work to do around the mouth, around the nose. The nose eyepiece is one piece that slides into the side of the head. Just like the mouth is, I think, 5 pieces that slides into the side of the head. The horn here slides into the side of the head. So once you get everything slid in there, then you put the other half of the head on, and it kind of traps the horn, the eye, nose, the mouth in there. So that's how it's designed. The ears, the right and left ear, you can't put those on wrong because each one has a different shape that it slides into. So you can't, you don't have to worry about switching the ears. You only go on one way. But you can kind of see the fit. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. As I said, we got a little bit of seam work to do. We got a little bit of seam work to do around the eye, around the nose, around the mouth, around the horn. We have a little bit of a gap here. This is, the horn's right up against his head, but here you got a bit of a gap, so we'll take care of that. A little bit of a seam here, and then we'll clean up the seam here between the head halves on the neck. The back of the head's pretty good, but for all this seam work, we're going to use our liquid resin, which I already poured in a cup. This is the Elegoo water washable resin. And I'm going to show you how I use resin now as a filler. It just works much easier, so I don't have to worry about sanding. But we'll use the resin here on the big guy's head and get the horn fixed, get around the eye and nose fixed, around the mouth fixed, and he'll be good to go. I went ahead and painted inside the mouth. They recommended to go ahead before you put the mouth together to paint all the pieces, parts, which is what I did. So to paint inside the mouth, we primed it, and then I used this rust red. And then the teeth is this antique white, which is a yellowish kind of white. And then to give them some dental issues, we used 2 inks. We used the Flesh Wash, which is a reddish, brownish ink. And then we also used the Strong Tone ink, again, which is a brown ink. I didn't want to go with black. Black would have been too strong, so I went with a brown ink and went over the teeth and the tongue. And when that was all done, we went over that with Future, gloss the inside up, and then that's his mouth. We've got some seam work done. The back looking pretty good, and we just basically got rid of the seam just by scraping. The back was actually pretty good from the get-go. We really didn't have to do too much to the back of his neck and head. Not too bad at all. So there's the back. The front, we have some work to do. The neck we got looking pretty good. There's a spot right here, right at the base of his neck, right below his Adam's apple, that we're probably going to have to use, because I can't get in there. Probably going to have to use resin and fill that seam in. The horn up here, the skin around the horn, we've got that straightened out. We've got the seam line removed by using our 3-sided file and just cutting the line back in there between the halves. And then that has the skin fold around the horn. It's got that all straightened out. So we've got that looking pretty good. The brow, we used a little, again, another metal file, small one, and also scraping, and just kind of went in there and kind of took that seam line out of the brow. Got it looking much better. And then what we have left to do, that we're going to need our resin for, is we have a bit of a gap here on this side of the horn, up here between the horn and the skin. We have a little bit of a gap here, basically all around the nose and eye area. This side isn't too bad, but we still got a bit of a small gap underneath the nose. On this side of the mouth, we're going to have to use a little bit of resin. Over here, front of the ear here. This ain't too bad over here. Back of the ears are okay. So that's where we're going to have to use our resin. And to do that, it's real easy. We'll need our torch, our resin UV torch right here, which is like a black light. And then we need our resin. So I have a little cup of it right here. And we need a micro brush. Where's my micro brush? I got one here somewhere. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Where's my micro brush? Oh, right here. Okay. So here's a micro brush. And what we're going to do, real easy peasy, is we're going to take a micro brush and dip it into the resin. We'll come over here. We're going to let it flow right down into that gap here between the horn and the skin. And we're just going to let it do its thing. Being this is kind of like water, it'll fill in there real nice. You just get it all filled in, just like that. And we'll take our UV torch. We'll just cure it. And then when we go to prime it, you'll never know that there was a gap there. That's simple. And then well, let's do the mouth here. Well, we'll do it underneath the nose. Yeah, we'll do the mouth. What the hell? Come over here. Again, take our micro brush, a little bit of resin. Just go all the way around and fill that in. Now sometimes the resin will seep down in there and you'll end up having to do it more than once, which is okay. It's not a big deal. If you have to do it more than once, you have to do it more than once. All right. So I think that's looking okay. I got underneath the chin we got to do. Then we got that spot right at the base of the neck. That's pretty bad that we're going to have to use resin for because I can't get in there, unfortunately. Alright, this we're going to just fill, I guess, with resin. I don't know how else to do it. I'm going to put a lot in here just to kind of fill it. And hopefully it'll there we go. All right. So hopefully that'll take care of that. And then we got about the ear. You got this gap here where the ear connects to the side of the head. This was there we go. Well, I think we got it. I think we've got all the areas. We'll know when we hit it with primer. All right, we're gonna let this sit. But that's how you can use your resin as filler. Works out pretty good. You don't have to do any kind of sanding, and it'll prime just like if it was bare plastic there, and you don't lose any detail, which is a nice thing. All right, I guess that's it for this video. We've gone on long enough. So that's a step 1 down, the head. As I said earlier, step 2 is, well, actually it's step 3, is the torso, the front and back of the torso. All right, that's it. Till then, take care.